7 things felines do exclusively with their favorite humans. They trust completely. Imagine the scene. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, and you jolt awake to discover your cat perched heavily on your chest, gazing right into your soul with a focus that could melt through iron. Then, gradually and with purpose, they shut their eyes and open them once more in what appears to be the universe's most significant blink. Your heart instantly softens. But here is the secret you might have missed. That specific little movement is grounded in millions of years of evolution and uncovers something massive about how your kitty views you. Welcome back to Meowrange, our intimate podcast-style corner where we discuss captivating facts, touching narratives, and unexpected truths about our cherished cats. Whether you have been a cat parent for decades or are just starting your adventure into the enigmatic realm of kitties, we are here to assist you in decoding the stunning, complicated beings that have decided to share their existence with us. Now, before we plunge into these 7 extraordinary habits, I have to tell you something that might radically shift how you view your cat's choices. One of the actions we will cover today is something that 90% of cat guardians see often, yet they completely misinterpret it. And the 7th habit? It is so incredibly rare that fewer than 30% of cat owners ever get to witness it. But if your cat does this, you have reached a milestone truly special in the landscape of animal relationships. I am going to request that you stay with me until the very end, because what I am about to unveil might just validate what you have always hoped was true. Your cat doesn't simply put up with you. They trust you at the absolute deepest level. And listen, I know asking you to hit like and subscribe sounds like every other creator out there, but here is the reality. When you click that subscribe button and drop a like, you aren't just supporting us. You are entering a collective of individuals who honestly want to know their pets better. You are telling YouTube that videos like this count, that our cats count, and honestly, that like button might be the simplest way you will ever express love to your cat, because it helps us build more videos that solidify the connection between the two of you. So, go ahead, your cat would appreciate it. Let's discuss a vital concept that most people do not fully grasp. Cats are fundamentally distinct from dogs in how they build attachments. While dogs were intentionally bred over thousands of years to be helpful to and dependent on humans, cats basically domesticated themselves. Approximately 10,000 years ago, wild felines started lingering near human villages, drawn in by the rodents that flocked to grain storage. The cats that were slightly less terrified of people had an edge. They got better food and some cover. And over the millennia, this produced the house cats we live with today. But here is the critical distinction. Cats never surrendered their autonomy. They elected to be near us. They were not bred to make us happy or rely on us. This makes feline trust exponentially more significant. When a cat puts faith in you, it isn't because they are hardwired to. It is because you, as a person, have gained something rare. A groundbreaking study from Oregon State University in 2019 showed that cats build secure bonds with their owners in ways strikingly parallel to human babies and dogs. The data indicated that roughly 65% of cats showed secure attachment to their humans. But unlike dogs, who happily show love to everyone, cats are picky. Their trust is won, not handed out for free. So when your cat shows specific signs, they are making a decision to be open with you. And that leads us to our first habit, one that might have left you baffled, perhaps grossed out, but definitely should have left you flattered. Have you ever woken up to see a lifeless mouse on your pillow? Or maybe you have opened your front door to find a bird, or just a bird head, neatly positioned where you couldn't walk past it. Your initial response was likely horror. Perhaps you believed your cat was mocking you or trying to prove they are the boss. But the reality is far more sentimental than you might guess. When your kitty brings you a catch, whether it is a real rodent or their favorite stuffed toy at 3 a.m., they are showing one of the highest forms of feline faith and love. In nature, mother cats carry prey to their kittens, initially dead, then alive, to educate them on hunting. It is an act of providing and teaching kept strictly for family. Your cat views you as part of their family clan, and more specifically, they view you as someone who requires care. Research into feline psychology has demonstrated that cats who carry prey to their humans are acting out a behavior deeply buried in their social bonding programming. They aren't trying to disgust you. They are attempting to look after you. In their view, you are a dreadful hunter. Have you realized you never seem to catch anything? and they are concerned about your ability to survive. So they are adding to the household, ensuring you don't go hungry. It is the cat version of bringing home groceries for your kids. Studies on cat colony dynamics have recorded that cats who are close share food sources and will provide for cats they deem part of their social circle. When your indoor cat brings you their catch, whether that is a toy mouse, a balled-up receipt, or sadly, a real animal, they are inviting you into this holy circle of care. Now, the second habit might appear simple, but there is a vital detail that most folks miss completely. You have likely watched your cat roll over and reveal their tummy to you. That plush, soft stomach is right there, appearing to beg for a rub. But wait, before you extend a hand for that inviting belly, you have to grasp what is actually occurring. A cat's stomach is their most defenseless zone. It is where all their essential organs are sitting, guarded only by skin, fur, and a thin sheet of muscle. In nature, a cat would never reveal this spot unless they felt totally secure. When your cat flips over and flashes their belly, they are showing the ultimate confidence in you. They are stating, "I feel so safe with you that I can be totally exposed." But here is the critical part that confuses people. Showing you their stomach is not necessarily a request to touch it. Research released in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science looked at cat body signals and discovered that belly exposure is mostly a visual sign of faith and ease, not a tactile request. Many cats will flash their tummy as a show of happiness, but will respond defensively if you actually attempt to pet it. Not because they are being cruel or tricky, but because even in their most trusting seconds, their reflexes tell them to defend that soft spot when it is poked. The secret is to observe the accompanying signals. Are their ears forward and loose? Is their tail still or barely moving? Are their pupils normal size? These are indicators of a truly chill cat. But if their ears are pinned back, their tail is swishing fast, or their pupils are huge, they are actually in a defensive stance, despite flashing their tummy. The belly roll itself, regardless of whether they want rubs, is still a massive badge of trust. Your cat feels secure enough with you to take a risky position. But there is something your cat does every single day, something so slight and so fast that you might not even consciously spot it. And yet, scientists have recently found that this tiny motion uncovers more about your cat's adoration for you than nearly any other action. It occurs when you are gazing at each other, when your eyes lock across the room. It is so basic, so graceful, and so heavy with meaning that once you learn to identify it, you will never see your cat the same way again. This behavior is happening right under your nose, likely several times a day, and it is your cat's method of saying something that transcends words, transcends species, straight to the core of what it means to trust someone fully. The language your cat speaks without sound. You are resting on your sofa, swiping through your phone, and you sense it, that distinct feeling of being observed. You glance up, and there is your cat across the room, looking right at you. Your eyes connect, and then in slow motion, your cat shuts their eyes, keeps them closed for just a second, and gradually opens them again. It is subtle, it is soft, and it is one of the strongest displays of affection in the whole animal world. This action is known as the slow blink, and what you are seeing is sometimes called a cat kiss. But this isn't just sweet mythology or hopeful thinking from obsessed cat parents. This is supported by hard science. In 2020, researchers at the University of Sussex ran a captivating study on feline communication. They discovered that cats are more prone to slow blink at their humans after their humans slow blink at them first. Even more strikingly, cats were more likely to approach a stranger who was slow blinking versus someone who kept a neutral face. Consider what this implies from an evolutionary angle. In the wild, holding steady eye contact is frequently a sign of hostility or a challenge. Predators lock eyes with their lunch. Rival cats stare each other down before a brawl. But when your cat slowly shuts their eyes in your company, they are intentionally making themselves defenseless. They are stating, "I trust you so deeply that I am comfortable closing my eyes, my main defense tool, while you are watching me." The study tracked something even more significant. When people and cats engaged in slow blink trades, both showed evidence of lowered stress and boosted bonding. It is a shared dialect that jumps the species barrier. Your cat evolved this habit specifically for talking with you. And here is the lovely part. You can speak this dialect, too. The next time your cat is watching you calmly, try slowly shutting your eyes for a second or two, then softly opening them. Don't stare hard. Keep your face loose. You are joining a conversation that exists beyond speech. I want to hear from you. Have you seen your cat slow blinking at you? Leave a comment below. I read every single one. But if the slow blink is the visual language of love, what I am about to tell you next takes us into an even more personal space, one that involves not what your cat shows you, but what they share with you. You are standing in your kitchen, and suddenly you feel a solid pressure against your shin. You look down to find your cat rubbing their head against you, shoving their face into your leg with shocking strength. This isn't just your cat being sweet. This is one of the most complex bonding habits in the feline book. This action is called bunting, and it involves your cat rubbing their head, cheeks, and chin against you. Cats have scent glands situated on their cheeks, forehead, and chin. These glands create pheromones, chemical notes that send data to other cats. When your cat rubs these zones against you, they are leaving their smell and at the same time picking up your smell. Research into feline pheromones has shown that the facial scents used in bonding are specifically linked to social connection and building a sense of clan. In houses with multiple cats, cats who are friends will often swap scents this way, making what experts call a colony odor, a shared family fragrance that marks members of their social tribe. When your cat bunts you, they are literally making you smell like family. They are mixing their scent with yours, building an olfactory tie that says, "You belong to my pack." This is why your cat might bunt you more vigorously when you return home. They are rebuilding the family scent that faded while you were gone. Scientific studies prove that cats save this type of scent swapping for cats they have good relationships with. The fact that your cat does this with you means they have put you in their inner circle. You are genuinely part of their family system. Now let's discuss a habit that might be simultaneously the most cute and the most painful thing your cat does. You are sitting down, finally chilling, and your cat hops into your lap. Within moments, you feel it, that rhythmic pushing of paws against your thighs, switching left and right, often paired with claws that poke right through your jeans. It is called kneading, though many folks call it making biscuits. And the reason your grown cat does this will melt your heart. Kneading starts in kittenhood. When kittens nurse from their mom, they knead her tummy with their paws to boost milk flow. It is one of the first habits a kitten learns linked to warmth, safety, and food. It is a time when a kitten feels totally safe and unconditionally loved. When your adult cat needs you, they are sliding back to that kitten mindset. They are feeling that same sense of total security they felt as a tiny kitten with their mom. Research indicates that kneading in adult cats is linked to the release of endorphins, the body's natural happy chemicals. When your cat needs you, they are literally getting a biochemical prize linked to feelings of safety and joy. You have become, in their view, the source of that primal relief. Often, kneading is paired with purring. Some cats will drool a bit while kneading, which is an extra sign of extreme relaxation. The more intense the kneading, your cat is feeling that deep, kitten-like sense of wellness. Yes, those claws can hurt, but knowing what is happening emotionally makes it worth it. Studies indicate that cats usually only knead on their favorite humans. Not all cats knead with the same rate, but when they do, the message is universal. You make me feel the way I felt when I was safest and most adored. Does your cat make biscuits on you? Share in the comments. But everything we have covered so far happens when your cat is awake and intentionally choosing to interact with you. There is a specific moment, though, when your cat enters a state of such total vulnerability that what happens uncovers the absolute deepest level of trust. It is a time when in the wild a cat would be at their most defenseless, when survival instinct screams at them to find the safest location possible. And if your feline picks you as their fortress during these fragile hours of exposure, you have accomplished something that defies every survival reflex your cat holds. When your kitty selects you as their secure zone, slumber, it is the universal leveler in the animal world. The moment when every being has to drop their guard and go into a mode of lowered attention, especially for predators like cats who are at once hunters and potential lunch for bigger beasts. Sleep stands as the ultimate state of exposure, and the location your cat selects for resting, and the companion they select to rest beside, reveals everything you require to understand regarding faith. In nature, felines are precise about picking their resting nooks. They hunt for high spots that provide great sight lines, or enclosed voids that shield their spine, or masked spots where they are unlikely to be spotted. They are perpetually weighing risk against relaxation. Every wild feline understands that picking the incorrect nap site could be deadly. This drive for survival is buried deep in your house cat's genetics, even though they exist in the security of your house. That reflex doesn't just vanish because there is no real threat, which makes it all the more stunning when your cat concludes that the safest spot in the whole universe is right by your side. Let's discuss what is truly occurring when your cat naps with you, because the biology behind this habit is totally captivating. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they are most busy during sunrise and sunset. Their organic sleep rhythm involves many brief sleep loops throughout the day and night, with spans of light dozing broken up by deeper REM sleep. During REM phases, cats go through the same heavy, repairing rest that people do, and during this window, they are at their most open. Their muscles go limp, their reaction speed drops, and they are truly helpless. Studies on cat sleep habits have proven that cats sleeping in settings where they feel secure enter REM sleep more often and for longer spans than cats in tense settings. When your cat naps with you, they are making a computed choice that you symbolize safety at the deepest layer. They are literally trusting you with their existence during their most exposed state. But here is where it gets even more intriguing, where your cat decides to rest on or near you holds specific codes. Some felines rest at the bottom of the mattress, placing themselves between you and the exit. This is a guardian stance. They are standing watch, serving as an early alert system. It is a habit that displays not just faith, but also a sense of shared defense. Your cat is stating, "I trust you enough to nap near you, and I care enough about you to stay awake to possible dangers." Other cats favor sleeping on your chest, directly over your heart. This spot is unbelievably personal. They are pulled to the steady noise of your heart, which is calming to them in the same way a mother cat's pulse calms her babies. The heat of your frame, mixed with the consistent beat of your breathing and heart, builds a setting that copies the ease and safety of kittenhood. When your cat rests on your chest, they are basically stating, "You make me feel the way my mom made me feel." Then there are cats who sleep shoved against your spine or hip, keeping physical touch all night long. This habit grows from the way cats sleep in groups. Bonded cats sleep touching one another for heat, safety, and social connection. Observations of wild cat groups have noted that cats who are socially close often sleep in physical contact, while cats who just put up with each other sleep close, but not touching. When your cat keeps contact with you through the night, they are treating you as a bonded member of their tribe. This is peak trust and peak love combined. Your cat wants to be as close to you as physically feasible, and they are ready to give up the ease of a bigger sleeping spot to keep that closeness. Research found in behavioral science journals has unveiled something stunning about cats who sleep with their humans. Their sleep loops actually start to match their owner's sleep rhythms. Over time, cats who routinely sleep with their people tweak their natural dawn-dusk rhythms to more tightly match human sleep schedules. This is a massive biological shift, proving that the tie between you and your cat is potent enough to actually sway their internal clocks. There is also gripping data regarding the chemical perks of this shared sleeping arrangement. Studies have indicated that both cats and people go through spikes in oxytocin, the love hormone, when sleeping in close proximity. The physical touch, the heat, and the feeling of safety build a feedback circle of good vibes for both species. Your cat isn't just trusting you by napping with you. They are actively picking an event that strengthens the tie between you both on a brain chemistry level. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, but my cat never sleeps with me. Does that imply they don't trust me? And the response is absolutely no. Some cats are just more autonomous in their sleeping patterns. Some like cooler air than humans produce. Some have had prior lives that make them favor solo sleeping nooks. What counts is that your cat has picked your house as their safe zone overall. If your cat naps in your bedroom, even if not on your duvet, that is still a massive badge of trust. They are choosing to be exposed in your company, just with a little more personal room. But let's pause for a second and ponder everything we have explored so far. The gifts your cat brings you, flashing you their stomach, the slow blinks, the head bunting, the kneading, and now, the total exposure of sleep. Each of these actions stands for a different side of trust, a different way your cat says, "You matter to me. You are safe. You are family." However, there is a final habit, one last badge of trust that is so scarce, so illogical, that when it first starts, many cat guardians don't even spot it for what it is. Some folks actually fret when they see it, thinking something might be off with their pet. But this habit, this unbelievably rare show, stands for the absolute summit of feline faith. It is a habit that demands your cat to put away not just their survival drives, but their very core as solo, self-reliant beings. And if you have seen this habit, if your cat has done this even once, then you have reached something that goes beyond the normal limits of the human-cat bond. This is the habit that fewer than 30% of cat guardians ever witness, and it uncovers a level of link that some folks spend years wishing for, but never quite hit. The ultimate show of feline devotion. Imagine this. You are going about your routine, maybe typing at your desk or making dinner, and you catch a noise. It is your cat, but they aren't crying for dinner or pets in the standard way. This sound is distinct, demanding, almost like chatting. You glance over, and your cat is perched there with one of their toys in their jaws. Or perhaps it is a random item like a hair tie or a bottle top. They drop it at their paws, look straight at you, and meow once more. Then, in a second that seems to break everything you know about cat logic, they grab it, walk over to you, drop it at your toes, and wait hopefully. This is the seventh habit, and it is genuinely scarce. Your cat is carrying you items and making noise specifically to pull you into their reality. This is not the same as bringing a dead mouse. This is distinct. This is your cat actively trying to share an event with you, inviting you into their game, their zone, their inner mind in a way that needs active joining. Let me clarify why this is so exceptional. Research on cat nature has consistently proven that cats are mostly solo hunters and players. Unlike dogs who were bred for team tasks, cats usually engage in solo games that copy hunting. When kittens play as a pair, it is usually drills for grown-up hunting skills. Adult cats in the wild do not play together, they play alone. So when your grown cat not only plays but actively tries to include you in that game, they are doing something that clashes with their evolutionary code. Studies on feline social habits have recorded something gripping. The few cats who engage in what experts call social play or fetch-like actions with humans are cats who have built exceptionally tight bonds to their owners. A study looking at this habit found that cats who routinely brought toys to their humans and called out for interaction showed higher rates of secure attachment compared to cats who didn't show this habit. These cats had realized that interaction with their human wasn't just bearable, it was actually paying off and wanted. But here is what makes this habit even more unique. Your cat is talking with you using sounds they have built specifically for human connection. Adult cats rarely meow at one another. Meowing is largely a tool cats use to talk to people. When your cat brings you a toy and meows, they are utilizing a language they invented just for you to pull you into a task that counts to them. They are stating, "I want to share this with you. Your joining makes this moment better for me." The items they bring can differ wildly. Some cats have preferred toys they consistently carry. Others seem to pick random stuff. A pen, a balled-up bit of paper, a sock. The specific item doesn't matter as much as the aim behind it. Your cat is thinking of you, looking for you, and starting interaction. This demands a level of social smarts and trust that is genuinely stunning for a species that evolved as solo predators. I have talked with animal behaviorists who have shared tales of cats who only started showing this habit after years with their owners, as if it took that long to feel safe enough to invite their human into their play zone. One particularly moving case involved a rescue cat who had been badly ignored. For the first 2 years with her new mom, she barely engaged, preferring to watch from afar. Then one day she showed up with a toy mouse, dropped it at her owner's feet, and cried out. It was a shifting point, the second when she finally felt secure enough not just to be exposed, but to actively hunt for connection. So let us pause to review this whole path we have been on together. We began with your cat bringing you catches, an act of care, and schooling. We discussed the exposure of showing their tummy, the intimate code of slow blinks, the family-building ritual of bunting, the slide back to kittenhood through kneading, the total trust of sleeping beside you, and finally, this scarce invite to share in their fun and their life. What all of these actions have in common is choice. Your cat elects to trust you. They elect to be open with you. They elect to include you in their life in ways that go far past simple roommate status. And here is something vital to grasp. Not every cat will show all 7 of these signs. Some cats are naturally more shy. Some have characters that show trust in other modes. Some may have had early lives that make certain habits odd for them. If your cat only displays 2 or 3 of these cues, that doesn't imply they don't trust you deeply. Cats, like people, have distinct personalities and distinct ways of showing love. Some cats are loud and showy. Others are quiet and slight. What counts is that you are learning to spot your cat's unique dialect of trust. Research into feline character has found 5 major dimensions: boldness, outgoingness, friendliness, dominance, and spontaneity. These character traits sway how a cat shows trust and love. A bold, outgoing cat might show all 7 habits eagerly. A more shy, careful cat might show trust through quieter signals. A single slow blink across the room might mean as much from them as full-body bunting means from a more social cat. The lovely thing about building trust with a cat is that it is a slow climb, and it is never too late to deepen that tie. If you have lately adopted a cat, or if you have a cat who is still learning to trust you, here is what the data says works: consistency, patience, and regard for limits. Let your cat start contact when possible. Reply to their slow blinks. Build predictable schedules that help them feel safe. Respect their need for room when they seek it. Give vertical space where they can watch their world safely. Studies indicate that it can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months for a cat to fully relax into a new house and begin showing signs of deep faith. For cats with trauma in their pasts, it can take even longer, but the wait is worth it. The second when a previously scared cat first slow blinks at you, or when a reserved cat first kneads on your legs, or when a solo cat first decides to sleep beside you, those seconds are shifts. Proof that patience and love can beat fear and doubt. I want to hear your tales. Which of these 7 habits does your cat do? Are there other ways your cat shows faith that we haven't touched on? Maybe your cat has a unique habit that is specific to your bond. Leave a comment below and share your life. What is the moment you knew your cat truly trusted you? I read every single comment, and I love hearing about the special ties you have built with your cats. Remember, the trust of a feline is not a gift, it is a wage. One slow blink, one gentle head bunt, one peaceful night of sleep at a time. Your cat has picked you, not because they need you to survive, but because you have built a setting where they feel safe, valued, and adored. That is something truly rare. If you have liked this deep dive into feline trust and you want more videos about decoding your cat's habits, building stronger ties, and learning the gripping science behind why cats do what they do, please subscribe to Meowrange. Smash that like button to let us know this video speaks to you. It helps us make more content exploring the stunning world of cats. And switch on alerts so you never miss our next upload. Thank you for spending this time with me, for caring enough about your cat to want to know them better, and for being the type of person your cat has decided to trust. That says something lovely about you. Until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and keep loving those stunning cats of yours. This is Meowrange, and we will see you in the next one.